All right there now. What's happening with the world? Shemans and them, the Toothless Wonder, reporting on the Bamboozled Again News Network with a little content on the Sabbath. Yes, sir. But you know what I'm noticing, right? I just do a lot. Sometimes, well, a lot of my content be more just social commentary from an observative standpoint. You know what I mean? And, post-election analysis. Yo, why is there, well, not everybody, it's a certain demographic. Yo, they wigging out, yo, through the lens of social media. And even certain, like in my personal life, through like, social media inboxes or whatever. But I don't let nobody pluck with me in real life. That's why only a handful of people got my personal phone number. Unless it's something, business related or, something along those lines. On a personal level, you can't really access me like that. You know what I mean? And then, I gauge it more through social media. And if I feel like I just block you, you know what I'm saying? But with Kamala not winning, and I got to go back over this again, yo. Now I'm sick because I've had time to actually look at content and people react to other people's content, so on and so forth. I'm like, man, Joe, they blaming black man. Black man get the blame for everything, even if he ain't got nothing to do with it. Like I said, let's say, okay, if last time I checked, which has been years ago, black men or black people rather are 13% of the population. So let's say black men are 6% of the population. How are we responsible for Kamala not getting in there yet? So and Negroes understand that, so they just, for the most part, either voted for Trump or sit this one out. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how when the black, and I notice in my personal life as I become a better man, I actually now have less support or less, you know what I'm saying, encouragement or whatever the case may be. Yo, they want the black man underneath your foot, yo. And if you start thinking for yourself, or at the very least start doing stuff that's in your best interest, that's in alignment with your principles or your goals or what you want to do to live a fulfilling life that's conducive to your principles and value system, man. And we probably, all know this if we, went through on this journey. You'd be surprised at who rages out at you. People you never even would have thought will, try to undermine, hinder you, name call, slander. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go through this when I was shucking and jiving and staying drunk. I had a whole lot of, for the most part, more, sympathy or encouraging words or whatever. Now that I done kept on with the campaign and, had some breakthroughs and, learned some things, continuously evolving and growing as a melanated mind here in captivity, yo. Man, I'm everybody's enemy, yo. Here's another thing I noticed, right? When you don't get bamboozled, the bamboozler get mad with you. So I'm supposed to let you work me. I'm supposed to let you insult my intelligence. Yo, and it's crazy, right? And I think I did a video about the gift of foresight, right? And I was just thinking last night how throughout my journey, right, I'll be talking to somebody. And just in the flow of a conversation, I'll say something, right? And what be crazy as time proceed on, what I said to them with no or limited information ends up coming true, or it was actually going on when I said it, or had gone on and I ain't know nothing about it, yo. So I be like, and I troll people, but I troll people I know. Like, how brothers sham on each other and whatever. So that's kind of what I use social media for, sham on my homeboys. And, I make antagonistic posts just to mess with people. It's kind of my guilty pleasure. I know. Just see who I can get a rise out of so I can trip off of them. And, I search for information, right? So back when I was in Baltimore years ago, this might have been 2018, 2019, they had this MRM program where, like, you get a bus pass for 6 months. They give you, like, a $50 gift card, whatever. And then at the end of the 6-month thing, they give you the rest on a Walmart gift card in a balance of whatever's left, right? So they told me it was $500, right? So when I go back to Baltimore this trip, this was 2021, I guess 2, 3, 4 years move, whatever, right? Me and a few of the homies chopping it up at the table, right? And get on this discussion of the said program. And they like, nah, we got 5,000 because brother was getting their teeth fixed with it and whatnot. I said, 5,000? I said, I got 500. They were like, nah, you got beat, yo. I said, huh? Now, mind you, I've been beat before and done wrong by these treatment centers, so it's very triggering to me, right? But I know how to compose myself. So I'm like, yeah, what? But mind you, now the program over with, right? So I always ride them about that, like, and then I know the department that was being funneled through or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I got homeboys that either worked in the department or, you know what I'm saying? So I call it the Tupac principle. Anybody who was around when I got shot, or you cool with somebody who's around, you know something about it, or you know what's going on, and don't want to implant like, oh, I don't know. How you don't know? You know what I'm saying? This where, and I was telling this particular homeboy, and this is where my foresight coming to, like, and even when we see with these people like P. Diddy, right? You can attach yourself to folk, no, they ain't hitting on nothing, but because they got the bag, or because you think they can get you to where you trying to go at, you'll align yourself with these folk knowing, you know, they some Duke for real. But when it come down the pike, you got, you know what I'm saying, you can't like disassociate yourself with them then, you know what I mean? Because everybody gonna be like, well, you was with them, you got to know something. Just like everybody ran away from P. Diddy, but just prior to him getting indicted and locked up, they was all taking pictures with the man. Now everybody hard, now everybody quiet. So I was telling my homeboy, right, and playing and joking about this MRN thing or whatever. So I'm like, man, you know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Woo the woo. So he make little jokes. You know what I'm saying? It's something to, you know, chop it up online about, right? So another homie of mine, who was in the department, told me this institution, because he had found out some old financial misappropriation stuff, right? So he said that they were coming to his job where he worked at with the other homeboy that I'll be frying up, and said they was paying him hush money, and if you don't believe him, ask your homeboy, right? So I say word. So I put it on a post and tag him in it. Like, yo, is it, like almost in a court of law, were you or were you not there when confidential informant, you know what I mean, 777 said the institution was paying them hush money and you were present? Is that or is that not true? Almost like when Martin went to court, right, for the ticket, and he brought Tommy on the stand. So he you know, responds with like the wow emoji. And I tag him a few more times in the comment, but he don't never say nothing. I said, God darn, it be the people closest to you. You run around them, and I made jokes about the people you run around with, about them stealing my, but I was just saying it in a joke. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, it's true. And you protecting the people that you align with because you thinking they gonna get you somewhere. But when it come down to, and I told him this before I come to discover this, I said, yo, cuz, I understand you, you know what I mean, woo, woo, woo. I said, yo, eventually you have to pick a side, yo, and stay there. You can't straddle the fence. You can't play like you cool with folk, and then when somebody asks you about them, like, nah, I don't mess with them like that. Yeah, you do, because you just took 17 pictures with them and posted them online. What you mean? So now your credibility shot. You see what I'm saying? Now, I ain't even really tripping off of it, but again, it just highlights somehow my ability to foresee things with no sight, and it also highlights how would I word it? Even with the post-election, I'll bring it back to that, right? People aligned themselves with Kamala, not because they believed truly she was going to do X, Y, Z. They aligned themselves because they thought with her in office, they'd be able to do what they truly desired to do, which is predominantly, you know, women of a certain demographic. They can't check me now on certain behaviors or whatever the case may be. With her in office, I'll be able to run amok. I can become vexing to a greater degree of a certain demographic of men, and it'll almost be co-signed. You know what I mean? But then when that don't work, they either go silent or they rage out at you for seeing through the BS. Here's what's tripping though, right? And I listened to a Charleston White, and I think he's an agent too, but he say a lot of real stuff though. And this is what, and to me in real time when I saying it, this was the slap in the face, right? When she was attempting to garner the black vote, right? Male and female, right? She didn't go get, you know, Dr. Cornel West or, I don't know, some pastor who doesn't have one of these freaky deaky scandals. He didn't get, you know, the successful of the black delegation, you know, the entrepreneur rather, who come from humble beginnings and built themselves up in a particular community where they're having a convention. He didn't get them folk. You know who they went and got twerkers and people who rap about selling their box, thinking you're so stupid that was gonna work. They didn't go get Regina King, or you know, what would be more of an optically better looking version of black excellence. And the one wasn't black, but you went and got the dregs of society and entertainers. And when that didn't work, you didn't even try. I don't like, that was crazy to me. Having abortion vans at the conventions, and you know what I mean? But that garnered maybe the Bonquishas of the world. You know what I mean? But let's say the sister who, I don't know, isn't moved by Meg Thee Stallion or Beyonce, who actually has an intellectual mind, they got mad with them for not being dumbed down. That's crazy. Again, when I talk about low value people attempting to portray themselves as value and then devalue you when they can't bamboozle you. And I'm saying it like I haven't had a lot of chance to delve into it, but even in my personal, like through inbox or whatever, I'll make a certain post or whatever that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And then you insinuate, I worship at the altar of Donald Trump. Like, what that got to do with nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like, where'd that come from? Boy, it's ready to get real in the battlefield. And I've said previously, and I think this was just a catalyst, where whatever was lying dormant or how they really truly felt, because of this election, it has revealed they can't control it anymore. You know what I mean? And then on the flip side of it, where, like, let's say they say, oh, Project 25, or let's say mass deportation. I don't even know how mass deportation would even work. That would create kind of almost like a Nazi-ish kind of setting. You know what I mean? Papers, please. You know what I'm saying? And how much money would that cost to get them out of here? And I'll be honest, I don't want them deported. They already here. We might well deal with it. We here now. You know what I'm saying? Or at least vet the ones that are here. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll create more of an antagonistic kind of social setting. You know what I mean? But let's be honest. When I think, who was talking about, was it Trump talking about black job? I don't even want no black job. I'm 42 years old. I don't even want no black job. I'm not working on no farm. I'm not getting up on nobody's roof. Unless me and my homeboy got a project, then I'll do it. But I'm not working for no roofing company. You deport all the Hispanic. Man, Negroes ain't doing that. Yo, I'll never forget. I might have said this on here too. I used to waterproof baby before I broke my neck, right? So I'm working with a new company. It's just me and the other amigo, right? So we had to backfill like a great big hole, like a crater. So Migo holler out, oh man, it's gonna take all day. I said, shoot, that's against my religion. Working all day long is against my religion. If I'm a part of this, it ain't gonna take all day. I can guarantee you that. And I don't even know what I'm doing, and it's the first day. We got done lunchtime, right? So he called the boss, man. They sent us on another job, which, okay, cool, all right, whatever. So I noticed, the Migo driving, he kind of cut me, right? So I'm playing it cool, right? So he said, hey, Cali, man, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah, sure, amigo. What's up, baby? He said, man, you work a lot of good, man. You work a lot of good. I said, yeah, Bambino, whatever, right? He said, yeah, man, no offense, right? And I guess because he was from Baltimore, and maybe whatever he had seen, whatever community he lived in, of black people probably drinking high or doing whatever, maybe he had that stereotype in his mind. He said, man, no offense, but you work a lot of good, man, but I just want to know, man, why black people are less, man? He kind of caught me off guard with the question. So I kind of paused for a minute and pondered. I look at him and say, I don't know, Migo. Maybe because we worked 400 years for free. Migo busts out laughing, right? Man, they can't deport them. Not at that point. Now, granted, I understand what Charleston White was talking about, like working at fast food. These are the jobs that, will go to our kids and so on and so forth and da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'm hard-pressed to work for a 9 to 5 now. You know what I mean? I want some freedom. But all that, super duper masonry and carpentry work, they not putting them houses up with the Negro squad like that. Negroes ain't trying to work all day long. Yeah, I'm telling you that now, and I'm speaking for Negroes. They'll work on all day long on their own campaign or their own, whatever project they got going on. But working for a company, 12-hour building houses and all that, maybe the older generation, I ain't finna be able to do it. And then boss man talking all stupid, or he want to get slick because he feel like, tools left on the ground, he hop in the car and left. That's what I'm finna do. So you might well keep them over here. Because I'm not doing it, and the people I know ain't really doing it. Or if they do it, they come home complaining. I ain't finna come home and complain about nothing. I'm ready to solve this right now. and get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep them here. Negro, like I work, not work, but I live in an area where like it used to be a hustle back in, well, it still is. Like you go in the watermelon field and get paid every day. When I rode past this summer during the harvest or the end of the summer, it wasn't I ain't seen no Negroes out there. It might have been like Haitians. Like it's a lot of Haitian population because we got chicken plants around here. I ain't seen no regular American Negroes out there. No, sir. And if they did, they ain't gonna do it but one day, just enough to get some beer and whatever, and put their feet up in the air. Negro tired. Not just Negroes, even if they don't know it, Negroes is spiritually tired. That's why Negroes leave us. They leaving the construct of relationships that ain't working for them. They leaving the construct of the 9-to-5 culture. They're leaving religion. Because none of it work for them. The same things they graft you into unaware. This would be success, or you should do this because it's the greater good. Now Negro doing what's in his best interest, and now everybody on earth mad because we won't be nobody's slave, nobody weapon post just because something ain't go right for you. So I just want to whip you, even though you ain't got nothing to do with it. Man, them days over with, cuz. And I think, oh my God, Negroes are waking up. Oh, Negroes are educating themselves now, not just as far as let's say a particular subject matter, but just life in general. They're educating themselves to the ways of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the fake preacher man who have Josh Sweet. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Negro is awakening. And I said this in Baltimore, almost prophesying to myself, and it applies to me and everybody else. I said, man, I might not start coming up until Earth start going down. Yo, news break, commercial news break. I seen they actually had snow in Saudi Arabia. And in the Sahara Desert in Africa, they're getting vegetation. The earth all out of whack, kid. We might hop on TikTok and see, videos of, dolphins and sharks just washing up on the beach and birds just falling out the area. Like last night, I felt real, how would I word it? Like sad. But I'm like, yo, why I feel sad? And everything, all right, man, I just got the new job and, daughter live with me now and, fighting a good fight. Why I feel sad, yo? I feel sad for Earth, B. Word up, man. The Earth talking to me, cat, and it's throwing up, yo. It's convulsing. You know what I mean? All this wacky tack stuff they doing. Now I understand where it say you gotta shorten the day, cause if not, won't no flesh survive, yo. This is how whacked out these upper echelon, which they not upper echelon to me, they're more like parasitical masquerading as elite because of fake money and whatnot and their ability to bamboozle people through mass media. But they're destroying the earth, and then they're like, oh, I see these things where they trying to blot out the sun and all that. That's why I think these people need a real Negro homeboy who on their board advisor, though. Like, you got all this power, you gonna try to attempt to blot the sun. But hey, satanic cuz, if you blot the sun, yo, everybody gonna die, including you, yeah. Oh snap, darn, I didn't think of that. Yeah. Well, we'll just hop on this rocket ship and go to Mars. Hey, hold up, satanic cuz. You can't go to Mars, yo. We can't escape Earth's orbit, yeah. But the sun, I don't care what the scientists say, yo. Listen to me, yo. I'm a Negro. You can't got me. You know what I mean? Like, yo, the stuff they come up with in these science articles, and it be just mind-boggling. You know what I mean? Creating these hybrid animals. Like, again, on South Park, where they had the episode about man-bear-pig. You know what I'm saying? It's crude. It's funny. But they had to pose it to you like that because it's actually true. They creating abominations upon the earth, yo. Earth throwing up. Earth kidneys hurt. Earth need a detox. Word up. You know what I mean? I'm in Maryland. Last week, in early November, it's down there 80 degrees. You know what I mean? What's going on around this camp? And then at night, it be down there freezing. It be all 4 seasons in one day in Maryland. It was never like this, B. Word up, man. You look up in the sky, all you see is tic-tac-toe and whatnot. Man, I ain't no clouds, Joe. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. I'll make a joke out of it, but it is what it is, man. That's all I got for y'all on today's edition, the Sabbath edition of the Bamboozled Again News Network. Cover your 6. Ooh, ah!